This video will describe the process to add images and graphics to your Google Doc. First thing you're going to need to do is to have a text document ready, as I do. Then you'll use the Insert menu and come here to find Image. There's a couple different options that are available for you. You can upload from your own machine by either dragging a document into this screen or clicking this Choose an Image to Upload interface. When you're looking at images, you can choose using these icons between different views, and each one has its own benefits. This is probably the default view you'll find, and I can't see these images well enough to choose the one I want. So I'm going to choose this first one, which can show them in a larger format, and I'm going to scroll down and find one that I like. Let's choose this cat one and press open. It'll take a moment to upload, and then it should show it. Now wherever I had the cursor in the text is where the image will appear, and it isn't working quite well. First of all, this image is a little bit large for where we're at. I'm going to use one of these handles to change the size of the image. Now if I choose one of the ones on the sides or the top and bottom, it allows you to scrunch it up without keeping proportions. I don't want to do that. I'm going to do Command Z to undo that, and instead I'll drag from the corner. This keeps your image proportional as you change its size. That looks better. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and choose Wrap Text so that the text moves around on both sides. And although it worked, I have an unintended consequence in that some of the words are over here and some are over here, and it's the same sentence coming across, which could be difficult to read. So I recommend that if you use Image Wrap, that you're going to go ahead and drag the image all the way to one side or the other. So I can drag this image, and I'm going to watch for that red line to appear. That's the left side. That's the center. That's the right side right there. Let's put this on the left. Notice that there's a little gap here. I could move the image a little bit higher up. And I can also choose the margin size. How big of a space around the image do you want? Do you want no space? Do you want a slightly larger space? Sure, that looks fine. Now that the image is in place, we can go ahead and choose, we want to have a border for the image? Sure, let's put a 3-point line border around it, and let's make it Dawson blue color. And if I wanted to change the style of line, I could do it here, but I don't. That looks great. Let's go ahead and add a second image now. I'm going to go ahead and put a second image maybe right over here. So I'm going to click where I want it, and I'm going to go back to Insert, Image. And this time, instead of using an image from my machine, I could take a snapshot from my screen. If I knew the web address of an image, I could use that, but I don't. I have some places to choose from an album or from my Google Drive, but I want to search. And I'm going to go ahead and take a pick. I can search everything, or I could choose just among stock images, and you can see this label changed to reflect my choice. Cat. Alright, so I see lots of different options here. I'm going to scroll through and find one. Let's go ahead and choose this one. And then I'll press Select. Now this image is much larger, and as you can see, it didn't know how to handle it. So I'm going to definitely have to resize this one, dragging from its corner. I'm going to make it much smaller even. It's just going to be a little thing. Now I'll turn on Wrap Text, and I will drag that to the right side. Although not perfect, it looks good. For consistency's sake, I will go ahead and add a border in blue, and I think that looks good. Except maybe I want to change this image a little further. There is an Image Options button, and I can choose to say, let's go ahead and make it a little bit brighter and increase the contrast a little bit as well. If you like those changes, you can keep them. If you're thinking, I made a mistake, I'll just reset adjustments back to the way we started. And now I can close this. Alright, it's not perfect, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and add a graphic now. I'll put the graphic here. And I'll go back and insert, and this time I'll choose Drawing. When I choose a drawing, I can choose among these tools. I can add lines, I can add shapes, I can add an image, and I imagine add on to it. But I really want to add a text box in this case, and I will drag from corner to corner, and I'll just type "I like cats" on this one. And once that's in there, I can highlight it, and although I could change the font here, I want more options, including, how about a larger text size? And let's go ahead and make it bold, and let's choose a nice dark lettering, dark red, and let's go ahead and center it left and right, and let's center it up and down, and let's reduce our box. What else does it need? Perhaps some background color of a light red and a border. Let's be consistent. 3-point Dawson blue. That looks great. I'm going to press save and close. Again, I can select it. I can ask to wrap the text. I can drag it to the left side. I can make small adjustments, moving it up and down. And then I click away, and now I have my document with several images and graphics in it.